So guys, was a 24-foot stick of, it's actually 4x4. I was hoping to get 6x6, but I didn't want to have to drive 100 miles to get it, so I just went ahead and went with 4x4. 14 gauge square tubing, and this is what I'm going to make my stacks out of. So I'm having to figure out my angles because I want a 45-degree angle and then another 45. So I'm trying to get that all figured out and figured out how I'm going to cut this, because I don't think my saw is going to hold it correctly. So I might just wind up having to cut it with my angle grinder. But and then get this stuff all welded together and get some stacks on this truck. I'm very excited about it. So hopefully I'm cutting these at 22.5 degrees, and hopefully 22.5 and 22.5 add up to 20 or to 45, and this is all going to work out. If not, it's Jen's fault.
Math is hard, guys.
So I think what happened was, because I'm doing the angle on two different sides across the greater area, it threw that all off. Because 22.5 and 22.5 should add it up to a 45.
Right.
But because I'm going across two different areas right here, I think that's what changed everything. I hope, because this is what I'm going to try now. So now it's not going to match up down here, but I need to cut this one now at this same angle, and then it should be a 45.
Do you know what angle you cut that
Yep. 11.25. So I mean, really, I'm not, with this quick square, I'm not able to get exactly 11.25, but it's close enough, hopefully.
at? You think it's going to end up being too short after you cut that end like that?
No, I mean, what's too short? This is all custom. It's not.
Good point.
That's actually the good part about doing custom stuff, is if you mess up a little bit, it's not that big a deal. It was supposed to turn out that way, right?
Yeah. And when you're doing it for yourself, it doesn't really matter as long as you're happy with it. There we go.
That's closer. That's not exactly it, though. That is not a 45. All right, y'all. This is what I got. I think it's going to turn out awesome. There. I mean, you know, we're going to weld everything together a little sturdier, but I think that is going to look awesome.
I think it is too.
And it's going to sound amazing.
Let me step back so y'all can see it better. Y'all see that? That's going to look so cool. And he's going to do one on the other side too, right, Wiley?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, y'all. So Jen's going to beat me because I didn't record standing all this up and getting it spotted together. So I better record a little bit of the welding. I'm too short. So once I got everything straight, I do have a pretty good gap. I got to feel in a couple spots, but it's not bad. I can weld it up. No big deal. Alright guys, I've got to turn it back around to make it face in the right direction, but this is what I got going on. So, of course, we welded all the pipes together to make that work. Now I'll show you something else I'm done and I've got to do. So right here, see if you can see that, I slid a hole in the side of this pipe and I shoved a plate of steel down in there, welded it back in to separate the two chambers. So now there's a plate blocking this in here. So you've actually got true dual exhaust. I'll have one exhaust pipe coming up in here and one exhaust pipe coming up in here. So you've got true dual exhaust that's split in the middle right there. So the tone don't get all jarbled together in here, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to turn it around, stand it up, and let you guys see what the final outcome is going to look like. Let's get back here and see what we can see. Of course, I just threw it up there, guys. It's not 100% centered, so. But there's what you got. I think they turned out pretty good. I'm very happy with it, guys. So my exhaust for my truck will come through here in this area, tie into this, and then like I said, that plate is welded in right here. So one exhaust will go this way and one exhaust will go that way. So it'll be a true dual setup. There that is. Let's walk around front and see what it looks like from the front side. Well, it's kind of hard to see in that picture, ain't it? Well guys, I don't know how well you can see it, but that's the front view. Let's get down here where you can see it against the sky. There we are. I think she's going to look pretty good, guys. And I think she's going to sound good too. Very cool, very cool. So, I'm not sure if you could really tell from back there, but you see how I've pulled the squares around sideways so it's a diamond shape. Now I can't wait to actually get them hooked up and hear this thing roar. So this is a little box I had. I had bought a gasoline powered drill, or was given a gasoline powered drill a few years ago, and this is the little box it came in. I've still got the drill put up in the shop, but this is where I had to put my battery. Didn't have enough room under the hood, so I had to move everything back here. So this is my new battery box. Batteries inside that. So there we go, guys. There's my stacks. 90% complete. Let me know what y'all think.